What's up everybody? Welcome back to the Gonzo Outdoors channel, and today I got a treat for you. I'll finally be airing the hunt of where I harvested the biggest turkey that I've ever killed. This is the best turkey hunt I've ever had for a couple of reasons, and I'm going to share those with you guys. So to kick it off, I just want to give you guys a little bit of info on what happened that morning. So we got in there early, got up on the field edge, had a good view of the field, but had enough cover in front of us where something in the field wouldn't be able to pick us out, and we just waited. We waited until daylight broke and the turkeys just started gobbling all around us. I'm looking out to my left over in the corner of the field and I see a hen pitch down. So a hen pitches down, I look over to the right, another hen pitches down. So there's two hens in the field right now. They're not yelping or calling at all, but I know that the gobbler should be close. I mean, he had to have seen those hens fly off the roost into that field because it sounded like there was turkeys gobbling all around the field edge. So those two hens are in the field, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, this fog just covers the entire field. I mean, we couldn't see 15 yards in front of us. And I kid you not, as soon as that fog cleared up, he was right in the middle of the field strutting. And I had never seen that before. I'd never been up that close and personal to a strutting bird while I was actually hunting. I've seen them in fields and I've seen them in pastures, but being that close to a bird while it was strutting was a cool thing to see. So I see him in the field. I see this hen coming from across the field, and little did we know that this was about to happen.
That hen's coming running in. That hen's running in. He's coming, he's coming. The hen's running this way. He's getting closer. I can't see the hen anymore, but she's going that way. It just gobbled. Shh, 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 right here. Don't move.
So out of nowhere, that hen comes about 5 yards to my left. And good thing we picked a spot with a lot of cover and she didn't pick us out. She didn't start popping and maybe she would have ruined the hunt. But we were in a good position, so that hen came in there and she came in calling. There's nothing like having a live hen right there so you don't have to call yourself. So she starts to bring him in closer to us.
Do you see her? Do you see the hen? He's coming. He's coming.
So he was on a beeline coming towards us, and all of a sudden he just stopped. He stopped in the middle of the field, just kept on strutting, and he actually gobbled a couple times. I had never seen a turkey gobble so up close and personal, and the way that it just kind of shook the ground. I understand why they call them thunder chickens. It was pretty cool to see. But he never closed the distance, and all of a sudden that second hen that I saw in the morning also came across the field, so he started going towards her, unfortunately. He's out there in the field strutting with her. She's acting a little skittish. He tries to get close, and she just kind of flaps her wings and goes away a little bit further from him. But eventually, we saw something that I never thought I would see out in the wilderness, and we saw the turkey actually breed that hen.
That other hen's in the field. He's going towards that other hen.
Once he breeds her, she skirts off to the back corner of the field, and we think that this might be our opportunity. So we begin calling lightly, just doing a couple purrs, a couple clucks, yelping here and there, and he just never comes. He closes the distance every once in a while, but he's just out in the middle of the field strutting and gobbling. I think when I was editing this video, I counted 45 gobbles of him right in the middle of that field with not closing any more distance than what he did before. He's definitely the dominant bird in this area, very smart, old bird, and he wanted us to come to him. But obviously we weren't gonna do that. So we had to kind of game plan and think, how could we get this bird closer to us in range so we can get a shot at him? I'm hunting with my girlfriend's dad, Mr. Craig, and he says, I just gotta move a little bit. If I can move a little bit, maybe get him thinking that this hen's going away from him and just call lightly, maybe I can draw him in closer for you to be able to get a shot.
He's just right over the hill. If he comes up that hill, I'm gonna shoot him. Yeah, he's still strutting. He's right there. I think so. You stay low. You sure? He's facing away right now. He's strutting, facing away. Yeah, go. He's coming.
So in the previous scenes, I actually took the camera off of the tripod to get some footage of the turkey with that hen strutting in that field, and thankfully I did because I got some cool shots. But I wish I would have thought to get the camera back on the tripod before I told him to move back behind me, because as soon as those leaves started ruffling and that noise started to be made, that turkey came and the camera was still in my hand. So out of instinct, I put the camera down on the ground. Little did I know that the place that I put that camera down on the ground, there was a little tiny opening and I was able to get the kill on film. So from here on out, let's get right back into the hunt and I hope you guys enjoy it.
He's coming, he's coming.
Got him, baby. Got him.
Bring him on. Oh, he's a decent bird, dude. Oh, I'll tell you what. Bring him on.
Whew. That was a long shot, man. He was about to get around that tree. And I was like, if I'm gonna shoot him, I gotta shoot him.
The field where David's first Tom. That's a good bird.
So here he is, my first longbeard, my first Tom, and could not be more pumped. The hunt today was an incredible one. We saw these birds out in this field for the past couple days and kind of made a game plan this morning and yesterday to see how we were going to get on them, and it finally worked out. It's been tough down here in South Georgia this entire turkey season. We've been hearing them but just can't find out where they're heading towards, and we finally figured out that they're going to that field. So we got up early this morning, went out there, and sure enough they were gobbling. And it was weird because there was a bunch of fog this morning, but we saw 2 hens flying to the field and the fog came through. As soon as the fog cleared out, he was standing right there strutting. And it was pretty incredible because we saw him breed one of the hens. And the other hen that was out there also came, how far? Probably 5 yards away from us. As soon as he bred her, the hen kind of skirted off and the Tom just stood there in the middle of the field just gobbling for probably 20 minutes, strutting and gobbling in the same exact spot. So Mr. Craig said, I'm gonna move a little bit back behind you. Maybe this Tom will think that the hen's going away from him. And sure enough, as soon as he moved, he heard those leaves ruffling like a hen was walking away from him. He came, and as soon as he just purred and clucked a little bit, I mean, he came on a beeline in. But he was probably 50, 60 yards away and was just able to lay a good shot on him, and he just fell right there. So as I was saying, this is my first longbeard. Mr. Craig thinks that it's probably a dominant bird, just how it was standing in the field gobbling, expecting the hen to come to him. But he's got a good beard on him, 10 3/4 inch spurs. We've been hunting hard for the past 2 weeks and just haven't had anything to show for it, but got this bird and I could not be more happy about it.